Good evening, guys. You can see time is around 8:30. Let's look into today's Nifty 50 as well as Bank Nifty trade analysis. First, let's look into Bank Nifty, guys. You can see yesterday there was a huge selling pressure towards the downside, and what we could have expected is that the market might show another huge selling pressure. But what happened is that the market actually gapped up and gapped above this 21 moving average, as well as the 9 moving average, as well as the 200 moving average here. So if you look into a 5-minute time frame, you can see there is resistance at this zone, the 5-minute zone over here. So you can expect some kind of rejection from this zone. And in a 1-minute time frame, you can see price is here. The 200 moving average is below, and the 9 as well as 21 moving average is here as well. So what we have plotted here is that in my live trade analysis, which I have already showed you, the price rejecting from 21 moving average over here, clearly signifying bullishness. So you could have easily entered your long position here. Since the market, after this kind of huge impulsive momentum, failed to close this low, guys. In case if the market would have closed this below this low, you could have expected downward momentum. But the market tried to take support from this 21 moving average, clearly signifying bullishness. And you could expected this high, or you could expect this retracement level, guys. So if you consider the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have expected the 1.68 level, or the if you consider this swing, guys, since it is blue and the lower also it is blue, so you could have expected the 1.68 level. But you can see clearly, guys, the price rejecting this level, so you could have easily entered your long position, keeping a stop loss just below that candle. Or in case you could have expected some kind of rejection from these levels and continue further selling towards the downside. So you could have plotted this swing over here, the common point between this to the common point between this. Once if this 0.5 level has been broken towards the upside, or if this VWAP level has been broken towards the upside and the price closes above, guys, you could have taken long position. You can see this candle which broke the anchor day VWAP level towards the upside and closed as well, clearly signifying some sort of bullishness and price rejecting these levels. You can see here rejection of price as well as the price closing above the VWAP level, clearly signifying bullishness. So you could have easily entered long position somewhere here as well, keeping your stop loss just below that candle and targeting all the way towards this high. And if you consider this whole spring structure, since the market clearly broke this high, you can consider this to be a break of structure. And if you try to plot the order block level, this is the last down candle. So you can see the market came here, took support from this order block level. This is the 1-minute order block and continued further rallying towards the upside. But what you can see here is that the market here showed some kind of momentum here. So if you consider this common point between this to the common point between this, the market didn't retrace to 0.38 level here, guys. You can see the market didn't even retrace and but failed to break this high and clearly broke this low, guys, clearly forming an internal chalk formation and clearly signifying aggressive selling towards the downside. And what you could have seen is that after this kind of huge aggressive selling, the market could have easily broken this low. But what you can see after these three huge bearish candles, you can see this kind of channel pattern formation, guys. This kind of pattern clearly signifies some sort of bullishness only. Once if this pattern channel is being broken, you can see in case if it was broken towards the downside, you could have expected downward momentum, or in case if you could have broken towards the upside, you could have expected upward momentum. Since the market here showed some kind of support by respecting the 1-minute order block, you can see clearly the market after reaching this order block level showed some kind of huge bullish momentum. And in case if you could expect some kind of rejection, guys, you could have clearly plotted this 50 levels, the high to low of this candle. And you could have clearly marked the 50 level over here. So you can see clear this is the 50 level. And you, in case if the market might show some kind of rejection, retrace to 50 levels and continue further selling, after breaking this low, you could have entered short position and you could expected new low skies. But what happened is that the market, after showing this kind of bullish momentum to 50 levels, reached these 50 levels but failed to break this low, guys. And instead of that, the market clearly broke structure towards the upside. You can consider this to be another break of structure. And this break of structure was with fair value gaps and imbalance as well. So you can consider this swing over here. You can see, guys, this swing over here is a kind of imbalance candle as well as the market moving in with momentum. So you can consider this internal break of structure. So if you consider this swing momentum and if you try to plot the fib levels here, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can plot the 50 levels over here, and this is the 50 level of this order block level, and you can see price taking support from this 50 level as well as the day VWAP level. You could have easily entered your long position here, guys, keeping your stop loss just below this candle itself or this order block level. And in case if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, the common point between this, you could have targeted the 1.68 level over here, or else you could have targeted the 2.68 level. Let's see in case if you could have easily targeted this 1.68 level, guys. You could have rallied this trade and you could have exited this level or the 100% move as well. In case if you could have exited this also, the 100% move, keeping your stop loss just below this candle itself, guys. You can see how the market rallied all the way towards the upside. And you can see this order block level as well. And if you consider this momentum, guys, even the market here broke the structure towards the upside, clearly with fair value gaps as well as with bullish momentum. So you can consider this order block level as well. This is another order block. You can see price taking support from this zone as well as the day VWAP level and showing momentum towards the upside. And you can see, guys, here the market here took support, again took support here. You can see the market came to this zone and showed some kind of bullish candle and closed above this candle. In case if you have missed out on this trade, again you can see the market came all the way, but here it formed a bullish engulfing pattern, and you could have considered this zone to be some sort of demand zone. And see, after this kind of bullish candle, you could have easily entered long position, guys, keeping your stop loss just below that candle and targeting all the way towards the upside. You could have targeted this swing high, guys, since the clear price action has not been followed. And you can see here the market clearly broke structure towards the downside. This is a chalk formation. And if you consider the order block level here, the market didn't reach this order block level, but you can see the retracement levels, guys, the swing, the common point between this to the common point between this, the common point between this, you can see the price rejecting from 0.23 levels, which is a clear bearish setup, guys, which I've already told you in my previous videos. Whenever the price rejects from this 0.23 levels and the order block level as well, since the market is taking out the fair value gap, guys, since the market here, there is a lot of fair value gap, the market has to come and grab that liquidity. And if you can plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have targeted the 100% move, or you could have reached all the way to this zone, guys, taking short position somewhere here, keeping your stop loss just above this candle itself and targeting all the way towards the downside. You could have targeted this swing over here, guys. You can see this swing over here, and after this kind of bullish candle, you could have exited since the market is showing some kind of momentum towards the upside, and immediately you could have taken long position here as well. Since the market, since you have a very small risk, that's very important, guys. And clearly the market broke even this high, forming a chalk over here. And if you consider this swing momentum, guys, if you consider the common point between this, the common point between this to the high of this candle to the low of this candle, and if you try to plot the fib levels here, this is the 50 levels, and you can see the price taking support as well as the 200 moving average support, clearly signifying some sort of support only, guys. So if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have clearly targeted the 100% move here. This is a 100% move where you could have easily targeted after this swing structure, and the long position here, guys, keeping your stop loss just below this and day VWAP level, and you could have targeted all the way towards the upside. This is how you could have targeted, guys. This swing momentum is where you could have targeted. Price rejecting from this level also you could have easily targeted, but here you can see the market here showed some kind of bullish momentum. Again, the market retraced, but there was no clear price action here, guys. But here you can see the chalk formation, market retraced, rejected price from 0.38 level, continued all the way to 1.68 level. After this, the market showed some kind of support here, formed another bullish engulfing candle. So you could have kept your top loss just below that bullish engulfing candle and targeting all the way to swing high over here. And again, the market retraced to 50 levels and you could have targeted the 100% move. This is as simple as it is, guys. And this is the 200 moving average in a 5-minute time frame. You can see clearly. You could have kept that 200 moving average in a 5-minute time frame as a resistance level, and you could have easily exited that position once if you see that market is rejecting from these levels, and you could have targeted to that levels, and you could have even taken this short position once after seeing this kind of huge bearish candles, guys, because 200 moving average resistance was here. So you could have easily taken short position here, keeping your stop loss just above that candle after seeing this kind of bearishness, and you could have targeted all the way to the demand zone over here. This is how you could have targeted it. And look at this, how many setups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trade setups, guys, where you could have easily made a decent amount of profit. I think today's market is very volatile, guys. No, sideways market, since there was no much momentum. But within this momentum itself, you could have easily made a decent profit, guys, since you can see the market is kind of moving in our favor. So you could have easily made a decent profit in case if you might have entered the trade. And coming to Nifty 50, guys, let's see Nifty 50 and analyze, guys. You can see the mid of the first candle, and this is a 5-minute zone, which I've already mentioned to you. And let's look into a 5-minute time frame and see. You can see this kind of rejection here and the support over here. The same rejection candle here acted as some sort of support at this level as well. So let's try to mark those two levels. And in Nifty 50, you can see clearly the price rejecting and coming aggressively towards the downside. And you could have expected some kind of rejection only, guys. But let's look into, guys, which I have already mentioned to you in live trade analysis. After seeing this bearish candle, I have told you to enter short position, and I exited my position here. And after this, I told you could have entered long position here, and you could have tried all the way to this zone, which I have already mentioned you in my live trade analysis. I have captured this move as well as this move as well. So in case if you could have hold it on, you could have made decent profit, guys. Well, let's look into trade analysis. You can see the market here showed some kind of bearishness and rejection of price from this mid of the first candle, and price continuing towards the downside, and even it broke the 21 moving average towards the downside, clearly signifying bearishness, guys. In case if the market sentiment would have been bearish, the market would have even broke this level as well. And this kind of dodgy candle is not what we have expected. And let's plot the daily Wappler. And you can see clearly after this kind of rejection of price from these levels, the dodgy candle, after that the market showing some kind of momentum, you could have easily entered long position here, keeping your stop loss just below that candle and targeting all the way towards the upside. So if you consider this swing over here, the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have targeted somewhere the 1.68 level, or the midway between this is where you could have targeted. And you can see clearly, guys, here the market here rejected price from these levels and showed some kind of bearish momentum. After this, the market kind of showed some support over here. So if you consider this swing over here to this swing here, price retraced to 0.38 level as well. But you can see the market clearly broke this level, forming a chalk over here. So after this chalk, you could have easily entered short position here, keeping your stop loss just above that candle and targeting this swing low. But you can see the market here showed some kind of aggressive momentum, and after this the market retraced and showed some kind of pattern formation, guys. You can see this pattern formation is not what we have expected. This is clear sign of bullishness, guys. In case if the market sentiment would have been bearish, the market would have clearly broke this low as well. Since this is an order block level, guys, which actually broke this level, so you can consider this to be a 1-minute order block, and the market clearly broke this structure high. This is the breakout structure, and this is chalk as well. So you can consider this to be another order block level as well. But what you can see here, guys, after this, the momentum, if you consider this swing over here, the high of this candle to the low of this candle, you can see the 0.38 level. Whenever you find support at 0.22823 level, guys, it clearly signifies some sort of bullishness. 0.23 level clearly signifying some sort of bullishness, guys. After this kind of huge bullish candle, you could have easily entered a long position, keeping your stop loss just below that candle, and you could have expected some kind of rejection from this candle, guys. If you consider this swing momentum, the common point between this to the common point between that, you could have expected some kind of rejection from 350 levels. But here you can see the market clearly broke this 350 level, and after this the market kind of consolidated above this 350 level as well as the daily gap level. So if you consider this swing over here, this swing here, which actually broke this structure, you consider this to be a chalk formation. And if you consider this momentum, guys, the low of this candle to the high of this candle, you can see this is the 50 level over here, where price is taking support. This is the 50 level where price is taking support. You could have expected some kind of support from this zone and continuing further selling, buying towards the upside. And again, you can see after the price taking support, the market even broke this high as well. You can consider market broke this high. This is another break of structure, and the market again broke this high as well. And the market here also found another break of structure, clearly signifying some sort of bullishness. And in case if you try to plot the order block levels here, you can see price taking support from this order block level. This is the 1 minute order block level where price trying to take support. You can see here the price taking support from 50 levels. Market broke structure, again retraced, took support from daily wrap level, and again broke structure towards the upside, again came and took support from the 1 minute order block level, clearly showing some sort of demand, guys. And in case if you try to plot the fib extinction levels here, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have targeted the 1.68 level here, or in case if you could have holded on to your position, you could have easily targeted the 2.61, 2.6 level, guys. The 2.61 level. This is how you could have easily targeted, keeping your long trade here, keeping your stop loss just below that candle and targeting and keeping. This is the 1.68 level. You could expect some kind of rejection, but here you can see the market clearly broke. So this order block is definitely failed. And here you can see price taking support from 21 moving average all the way to 0.68 level. And this line over here is 200 moving average in a 5 minute time frame, clearly showing some sort of resistance. And again, you can see there is no clear price action, guys. Even though the market clearly broke the structure towards the downside, you can see the market here clearly impulsively formed a chalk formation. And if you consider the order block level here, this is the 1 minute order block. So the market came all the way here. And in case if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have targeted the 100% move or the midway between the 100% or you can see the midway between the 100% and the 1.68 level or the 200 moving average is where you could have targeted. Short position here, guys. Short position here, keeping your stop loss just below that candle and targeting all the way. This is the midway between this, since there is support over here. This is another scalp where you could have taken. And you can see again the market rejecting price from these levels and continuing further. Here it formed once this order block is mitigated, there is no value for it. But here you can see clearly this is another order block level over here where the market aggressively closed below this low, guys. Or you can consider this low as well, where the market broke, and you can consider this price rejecting from this level, and you could have easily targeted towards that low. So if you consider this fib extinction levels, the count point between this to the count point between this to the count point between that, you could have targeted the 1.68 level here as well. These are short scalps, guys, where you could have taken, keeping your stop loss just below that and targeting all the way towards the downside. This is the chalk formation. Chalk formation, 1.68 level, since there is a lot of resistance here. But what happened with this impulsive momentum after seeing this kind of bullish engulfing pattern over here is, you can see this bullish engulfing pattern. This kind of candle found both in Nifty as well as in Bank Nifty. You can see time is around 12:59. And if I show in Bank Nifty, guys, around 12:59, the same candle here showing showing bullish engulfing pattern, and here also it showed bullish engulfing pattern. So in case if you are being very vigilant of how the market behaves, you could have easily taken position over here and targeted all the way to this swing Y, or as long as market is trading above the 21 moving average. And you can see again the market retraced, took support from this daily VWAP level, or if you consider this swing momentum over here, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see again the market taking support from 0.23 level over here. This is the 0.23 level where price is taking support. And if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have targeted the 100% move, or you could have kept it all the way to 1.68 level. You can see price taking support and show some kind of bullish momentum. You could have easily entered long position here, guys, keeping your stop loss just below that candle. And clearly the market here broke this high as well, forming a break of structure. And if you consider this swing over here, the low of this candle, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see this is the 550 level where price is taking support. And if you try to plot the Fib extension levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have targeted the 100% move. This is the 100% move. Or you could have targeted all the way to 1.68 level. This is the 1.68 level, yes, where you could have easily targeted long position here, another trade setup, and targeting all the way to here, and targeting all the way to this on this. This is how you could have traded. You can see the last support over here. Again, the market retouched here, but it took support here, the 200 moving average support, and the market continued further bullish momentum. This is about my trade analysis, guys. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. Or in case if you try to plot the anchor wave up level here, the anchor wave up level, I think there is some network issue, guys. But I hope you're understanding, guys, what I'm saying. Like how you can easily take positions and trade, where you could have easily made a decent amount of profit. There is support from 0.23 levels here, and the market rallied all the way towards the upside. The target here after this kind of bearish setup, you can see the anchor way up level here, which I have placed over here. Here is showing some sort of summit support. After this kind of bullish candle, you could have easily taken another long position here, keeping your stop loss just below that candle and targeting all the way to swing high. This is also another trade where you could have taken this after seeing this kind of support being broken towards the upside. That's it, guys. That's it about Nifty 50. I hope you're understanding. In case if you're not understanding what I'm saying, go back and watch it once more, guys. And try to repeat as many times as possible. Try to analyze each and every trade setups which I usually take, and by that you will be definitely able to grasp all the knowledge, guys. In case if you find my videos helpful, please like, share, and comment. Share with your friends and family, and keep supporting, guys. It will help me in my YouTube algorithms to grow. And in case if you want to keep touch with me, please try to message me or comment below. And my Instagram is handled over there. You can contact me through Instagram as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you.